Here are the most recent deaths in the national news as reported at Legacy.com the first week of June 2023. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any newspaper in America and beyond. Pro wrestler Hossein Khosrow Ali Vaziri, better known as the Iron Sheik, died June 7, 2023 at his home in Fayetteville, Georgia at the age of 81. He was one of the greatest villains of pro wrestling in the 1980s, and he won the WWF World Heavyweight Championship in 1983. The Iron Sheik is also being remembered as a social media icon, known for his funny tirades and insults. A note to remember, sometimes personal information such as someone's cause of death is not announced immediately or publicly at all by their family or the authorities. Every family has a right to their privacy. Model and entrepreneur Jacky Oh died May 31, 2023 in Miami at the age of 32. She was a star of the MTV sketch comedy show Wild 'N Out. She is also being remembered as a mother of 3 and the partner of comedian DC Young Fly. Songwriter Cynthia Weil died June 1, 2023 at her home in Beverly Hills, California at the age of 82. She and her husband, Barry Newman, co-wrote beloved pop and rock songs like You've Lost That Loving Feeling, On Broadway, and We Gotta Get Out of This Place. Weil is being remembered as a Grammy Award winner for writing Somewhere Out There. Baseball player and coach Roger Craig died June 4, 2023 in San Diego at the age of 93. He was a pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, St. Louis Cardinals, and other teams, winning 3 World Series as a player. Craig is being remembered for popularizing the split-finger fastball as a coach and manager for teams like the Detroit Tigers and San Francisco Giants. Actor Barry Newman died May 11, 2023 in New York. He died of natural causes at the age of 92. He starred in the cult classic movie Vanishing Point, playing a Vietnam vet evading police on a cross-country road trip. Newman is also being remembered for his starring role on the TV series Petrocelli. Olympic champion Jim Hines died June 3, 2023 at the age of 76. He won a gold medal at the 1968 Olympics for his 9.95-second 100-meter dash when he set a record that would stand for 15 years. Hines is being remembered as the first person ever to break the 10-second barrier for the 100-meter dash. Norma Hunt died June 4, 2023 at the age of 85. She was the longtime matriarch of the Kansas City Chiefs as the wife of team founder Lamar Hunt. Hunt is being remembered as the only woman to attend all 57 Super Bowls to date. Singer and songwriter Astrud Gilberto died June 5, 2023 at the age of 83. She was best known for singing the bossa nova classic The Girl from Ipanema. Gilberto is being remembered for decades of music, including her duet with George Michael, Desafinado. Socialite Anna Shay died June 5, 2023 of a stroke at the age of 62. She was a star of the Netflix reality show Bling Empire. Shay is being remembered for her big personality and her sense of style. Composer Kaija Saariaho died June 2, 2023 in Paris. She died of brain cancer at the age of 70. She composed music as an art for all the senses, suggesting color, texture, and more. Saariaho is being remembered for her Grammy Award-winning opera, electronic music, and orchestral work. Judge Thomas Buergenthal died May 29, 2023, in Miami at the age of 89. He was a Holocaust survivor who turned his horrific experience into a passion for international law and human rights. Buergenthal is being remembered for serving on the International Court of Justice at The Hague. Author Amitai Etzioni died May 31, 2023, in Washington, D.C. at the age of 94. He was a sociologist who advocated balancing individual rights with the greater good of the community at large. Etzioni is being remembered for writing such books as The Spirit of Community and The New Golden Rule. Musician George Winston died June 4, 2023, of cancer at the age of 73. He was known for his solo piano recordings such as Autumn, Forest, and December, which were New Age chart toppers in the 1980s and 90s. Winston is also being remembered for his tributes to the music of The Doors and Vince Guaraldi. Artist Françoise Gilot died June 6, 2023, at a hospital in New York City. She died after fighting heart and lung ailments at the age of 101. For 10 years, she was in a relationship with Pablo Picasso. They had 2 children together, and she was one of his muses. She later wrote a best-selling memoir about their time together. Gilot is also being remembered for her own renowned paintings, which have carried million-dollar price tags at auction. Musician Reuben Wilson died May 26, 2023, in New York City. He died of lung cancer at the age of 88. He was a jazz organist who helped innovate the genre of soul jazz with songs like Got to Get Your Own. Wilson is being remembered for his influence on other musicians, including hip-hop artists who have widely sampled his music. Actress Noreen Nash died June 6, 2023, in Sherman Oaks, California, at the age of 99. She starred in movies of the 1940s and 50s like The Big Fix, The Red Stallion, and Assigned to Danger. Nash is being remembered for her role in Giant, James Dean's last movie. Comedian and actor Pat Cooper died June 6, 2023, at his home in Las Vegas at the age of 93. He was called the Comedian of Outrage for his loud radio appearances, biting Friars Club roasts, and angry outbursts. Cooper is also being remembered for his appearances in the movies Analyze This and Analyze That, and on TV in Seinfeld. Televangelist Pat Robertson died June 8, 2023, at his home in Virginia Beach, Virginia, at the age of 93. He founded the Christian Broadcasting Network and was the longtime host of the 700 Club. He is also being remembered for his 1988 run for President of the United States, as well as for his many statements condemning homosexuality and other religions. Robertson was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran of the Korean War. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 5 years ago this week, celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain died at the age of 61. He was well known for his book, Kitchen Confidential, and for TV shows that featured him sampling the cuisines of the world. 7 years ago this week, boxer and civil rights activist Muhammad Ali died at the age of 74. Widely considered the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time, he was named Sportsman of the 20th Century by Sports Illustrated. 10 years ago this week, swimmer and actress Esther Williams died at the age of 91. After World War II prevented her from swimming in the Olympics, she turned to an acting career, starring in movies like $1 Million Mermaid. 13 years ago this week, actress Rue McClanahan died at the age of 76. She was a TV sitcom star beloved for The Golden Girls, Maude, Mama's Family, and other shows. 14 years ago this week, singer Koko Taylor died at the age of 80. She was known as the Queen of the Blues for her powerful vocals on songs like Wang Dang Doodle and Love You Like a Woman. 19 years ago this week, President Ronald Reagan died at the age of 93. After a successful acting career in the 1930s through 60s, he became governor of California and then the highly influential 40th President of the United States. 30 years ago this week, musician Conway Twitty died at the age of 59. He had a record-setting 40 #1 country music singles, including It's Only Make Believe and Hello Darlin'. 55 years ago this week, Senator Robert F. Kennedy died at the age of 42. He was a powerful force for civil rights, who was running for president before his assassination. Musician and actor Prince was born 65 years ago this week. He died in 2016 at the age of 57. He was a prolific and widely honored singer and multi-instrumentalist whose many singles included When Doves Cry, Raspberry Beret, and Kiss. Comedian and actress Joan Rivers was born 90 years ago this week. She died in 2014 at the age of 81. She was a pioneer of women in comedy and in late-night talk shows, as well as a staple of red carpet interviews. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in West Virginia have been lowered to honor the memory of former state senator William Wayne "Billy" Bailey Jr. Flags in Maryland have been lowered in honor of Fire and Rescue Memorial Remembrance Day. Flags in Maryland have also been lowered to honor the memory of former Secretary of State and former Prince George's County Executive Winfield M. Kelly, Jr. Flags in Kentucky have been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Army Warrant Officer 1 Aaron M. Healy, who died in the Black Hawk helicopter accident near Fort Campbell in March. Flags in New Jersey have been lowered to honor the memory of Superior Court Judge Lisa Payne Thornton. Flags in Tennessee have been lowered to honor the memory of State Representative Carson W. Bill Beck. Flags in Mississippi have been lowered to honor the memory of Madison police officer Horan Randall Randy Tyler, who died in the line of duty. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory, online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.